In this video, we're going to be using PAA Fresco and the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and we have a great one for you today because we have a brand new soap. And by the way, this was sent to me by Douglas Smythe of PAA. This is a new release that comes out tomorrow, Saturday. We'll be talking a little bit about this. And of course, we'll be talking about the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor, which is kindly on loan to me from Matthew Lawrence. I will link his channel below. Please check him out. And this is loaded with the feather blade. But first, the soap. And this is a very, very interesting scent. And I don't know quite how to explain it. It's sort of, to me, it has Old Spice DNA. So by the way, this is a scent that is a sort of homage to Old Spice Fresh, which was around the mid 80s to early 90s. And this is the one things that Douglas from PA loves to do, is bring back these old and forgotten scents. And to me, this has the Old Spice DNA, but it's almost as if Old Spice went to the spa for a spa day and it added some freshness. The cucumbers, there's not cucumbers in the notes, but when you smell it, it's fresh right off the top. And then you get a lot of rounding. Let's put the notes for you right here because this is a very complex scent. There's citrus in it. There's woody stuff in it. There's patchouli, cardamom. So I think the cardamom rounds it out along with oak moss. I definitely get the oak moss. It is a really unusual scent because to me, it straddles the line between mature scent and modern. It's a little bit of both. I think if you're a fan of these throwback scents that PAA brings back, you'll probably like this. If you're only in the realm of new modern cologne type scents, you may not. I do like it because I'm a fan of these throwback scents. So to me, it's fresh and it has some notes in it that I ordinarily would not like, but in this composition, I do like it. Really unusual scent. Scent strength on this is pretty good. It's at least medium, if not medium high. This particular one is in the CK6 formula. I'll put the cost chart there. That's $24.95 for 5 ounces or $4.99, which is a fair price, but you can also get it in the CK formula, $14.95 for 4 ounces or $3.73 an ounce on our cost chart, which is a good price. So there's the information on that. And again, this goes up for sale tomorrow, Saturday. Really unusual scent. And look at that artwork. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on there. It says high strangeness artisan soap, and it is. And I'm assuming if you're one of the first 50 or so, you'll get this book, which Douglas has written. He includes these fun kind of stories and so forth. This is one of his releases that he's really proud of. So he's written a book, which probably if you're in the first 50, you might get. I don't know, because I haven't seen the sales information yet. Again, this was sent to me early for evaluation and to let you guys know about it. So Fresco is what we're going to be rolling with today. I do like the scent. I do like it. All right. The razor. Well, actually, before we get to the razor, let's go ahead and start applying the cube. Applying the cube, because otherwise it's going to be a long shape. And as you can see, that bump is persisting. It's never going to go away. Anyway, here is the Fresco cube. And again, it has that really unusual scent that, to me, it's like I said, it's like Old Spice went for a spa day, and added some freshness to it. And again, I think it straddles the line between modern and mature in terms of a fragrance. But that's just the way I would characterize it. Okay. Well, the razor for today is the Tatara Muramasa on loan to me from Matthew Lawrence. He did not really dig this razor. This razor adjusts, and it's very, very different from every other razor in the way that it adjusts, in that the plates go in and out to expose more blade as the plates are more narrow, or less blade as you extend the plates outward, and reveal less blade exposure. I'm going to start on one, which is the most mild, and then we'll give it a go. This is a very expensive razor, by the way. This comes to you, retails for you for $389 US, which is a heap of money. They do have a patent on the base plate system, which the actual base plates go this way and that way. Again, like I described before, there is a patent on that because it is, to my knowledge, the first time anything like that has been done. If I'm wrong, please correct me below, but I don't recall ever seeing a razor that the plates adjust this way rather than lifting up and going higher or lower and revealing more blade gap. This one, the adjustment reveals more blade exposure, and so it's a very interesting way to do it. And so we'll see how we like the razor today. We have a nice hydrated lather on our Fresco, and again, this is a really nice scent that, like I said, I think if you're a fan of the throwback scents that PAA does, you will like it. If you stay away from all the throwback type of scents, and you don't like Old Spice, and you don't like Brut, and you don't like any of the classic scents, you may not like this. So my recommendation for you folks, if you find you never like the throwback scents, go to PAA and buy yourself a aftershave sample of Fresco, which is 99 cents. Slap it on and see if you like it. And if you like it, buy it. For everyone else who tends to like these throwback scents that PAA puts out, I think you'll like it. You know, it's a really unusual scent. I do like it myself. So for what it's worth, I like it, but I also find that I like the old vintage Old Spice scents. This one is really hard to describe because I don't think I've ever really smelled a scent exactly like this. It does have the Old Spice DNA, but again, it doesn't stick to that. It doesn't stop there. It adds freshness, and it's got many, many notes in it that are very unusual to be together in a soap, I think. So this is one of those releases that I think folks will enjoy. Okay. So at first, I didn't feel anything at all because my angle was wrong. Now that I've got the angle a little more dialed in, on one, I'm going to say right now, that feels a little too mild for me. So let's turn that up a little bit. I'm going to adjust it upwards. I'm going to start out on 3 here and see if that does anything for me. Okay, now we're liking it. That feels a lot better. On 1, if you don't get the angle perfect, you won't be shaving. I can see that right out of the gate. On 3, it's feeling very good. So I think 2 or 3 would be the place I would start. And then of course we'll adjust it upwards as we go on our passes. This is an all stainless razor, 3/16 stainless steel, made in Portugal. Again, very expensive. This retails $389. And then if you want a stand, it's another $37. Now, what I would say sorry about that, to Tatara, if you're watching this, too many T's there, is if the razor is almost $400, could we not just throw in the stand? I mean, that seems, to me at that point, it seems a little nickel and dimish to charge $37 more for a stand when the razor's almost $400. Maybe make it $400 and include the stand. Would that be a fair trade-off? Because this is very expensive. I do like the way it feels in the hand. I do like the dimpled styled knurling here. I don't find it to be slippery at all. It has really good heft to it, which I like. It's well built, you can tell. This is, by the way, a 3-piece razor. And I will do a separate video on showing you how this razor breaks down. But the one thing that stands out to me is on 1, unless you get the angle exactly right, you won't feel any blade at all, and it feels like it's doing nothing. And I think that was the complaint that Matthew Lawrence had, who loaned me this razor. Again, thank you. That on the lower settings, basically he got nothing out of it at all. And then on the higher settings, it felt a little too efficient. So we'll see what the higher settings present. But I would say on 3, this feels really good, just to start. But on 1, I wasn't liking that at all. That was just, I felt almost nothing in the way of blade or cutting. And so that wasn't for me. I really like the length of this razor, which is probably about 3 inches. I really like that because a lot of the adjustable razors tend to be very long, and I don't care for that. So this razor in size is fantastic. I love that. I really do. Build quality appears to be excellent. And so those things are, I mean, you would expect that at the price. This is, again, extremely expensive, made in Portugal. All right, let's apply more of our Fresco here. really fun scent here. And again, if you're into the storytelling, Douglas is quite a storyteller. I am not. So I'm not going to try to tell his story here on the Fresco, but he writes these books, and the cube is involved. So the cube, which I put on earlier, in the stories, it's always doing stuff. The cube's like flying around and doing stuff. So the cube, you see it in almost every label that PAA makes, because it's sort of at the core of PAA. You know, it's in PAA's DNA is that cube. So that's why you see the cube on everything. It's on almost every label. All right. Very nice. The quality of this soap is quite good. As you can see there's a good sheen on it. I would say with PAA soaps generally, what you want to do is avoid injecting too much air in your mix early on. Add water slowly, and you will get a very nice lather. However, PAA, because of the way it will generate volume very easily. You can cause it to blow up, you know, and generate a lot of volume early if you splay too much and add too much air. So I find that if you just go easy with it, swirl easy with it, and add water slowly, you'll get a creamy lather. If you're splaying and digging in a lot right out of the gate, if you're a bowl lather in your bowl, you might cause it to be more airy than you would like. But it is a good quality soap. I think we all agree there. I normally buy the regular CK formula because that's all I need in terms of a shaving soap formula. So let's go up to 4 and see how we do on it. Again, as I'm dialing it up in aggressiveness, these plates are sliding inward like this and revealing more blade. So let's go to 4, see how we feel. And that's still feeling very smooth to me and very nice. I'm definitely liking setting 3 and 4. I might have to try 2 at some point to see how that one goes. But 1, I did not like at all. It was just, I didn't feel anything until I got the angle exactly right. So it makes finding the angle a little bit more tricky on the lower settings for me. At least you may not find that that's your experience. This is definitely a well-built razor. There's no question about it. You can just tell. It's well-crafted. It's got some great weight. Feels good in the hand. So that part I'm really enjoying. And on 4 here, I'm liking the shave. More so even than 3. So I'm finding it to be more efficient, which is, you know, what I prefer. But I would say to Tatara, that's kind of difficult. When I say to Tatara, it sounds like I'm stuttering. But anyway, I would say the 1 setting, at least for me, based on that first part, was just, I didn't feel anything on that. And I didn't feel it cutting or anything. So I see what Matt was saying about that. But once I got it dialed up a little bit, or now that I have it dialed up a little bit, it feels great. I'm liking that a lot. So I'm definitely digging that. And I do, I am impressed by the build quality of this razor. It just feels good. It feels like it's built like a tank. And again, I will do a separate video where I take this razor apart and sort of show it to you up close and personal. I did an unboxing with it, which hopefully will air before this video airs, but it was taking forever for the HD portion to process on YouTube, like hours and hours. So it's still processing. And so I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to air that video, because if it's not in HD, it's very grainy and you really can't see it. And I was showing how the plates adjust and so on. And so hopefully that HD will finish processing so I can actually show it. All right, let's get into pass 3 here. Again, I'm enjoying the Fresco soap today. It is to my liking. It is one of the soaps. Certainly, had it not been sent to me, I would have purchased, no doubt about it. I would have purchased the CK combo, which usually the CK combo is like $35.99 for the set. And I advise you, if you're going to buy both the splash and soap from PAA, get the combo. Get either the CK6 combo, which is the premium formula with splash, or get the CK combo, because that way you'll get a discount. And also keep in mind that PAA does have loyalty points. So as you're buying those things, I know a lot of people forget about this. Look at those loyalty points and look to redeem them. I know I was talking to the inspector the other day, and he had a ton of loyalty points that he had never used with PAA. So that can get you discounts on other wares and free stuff and so on. So take advantage of that stuff when you can. And generally speaking, with these new releases, if you buy the CK6 formula combo, then the first 50 people get the the fancy label and the extras. That's the way he usually does it. So I don't know how this one is going to roll out, because again, I'm shooting this video before the rollout. The rollout will be tomorrow, Saturday. So keep your eye out for that. If you're interested, it does smell great. I do like it. But again, I want to caution people that this is one of those scents that straddles the line between modern and I'm going to adjust this up to 5 while we're talking. It straddles the line between mature and modern. It has that Old Spice, old sort of vibe to it, but with a fresh new twist. And so that's the way I would characterize it. Okay, here we go on 5. Very nice and efficient now. Very nice. I'm digging that. For me, I would say on this razor, settings 3, tongue twisted today because I'm excited. Settings 3, geez, I just did it again. Settings 3 through 5 feel good. I'm gonna have to go back and revisit 1 and 2 when I have a little more time, but today I'm talking about a brand new soap and this razor, and so I'm trying not to make it a super long video. When I'm covering 2 subjects like that, I have to spend a little time on each, and so we'll come back and talk more about this razor, and maybe we'll bring it out again tomorrow and use it again, because we definitely want to put it through its paces, since Matthew was kind enough to let us use it. Again, thank you very much, Matthew. Really appreciate it. And on 5, that is the cat's meow for me, but I appreciate an efficient razor, and this is pretty efficient on 5. I don't think it's it doesn't feel like the most aggressive razor that I've ever used by any stretch of the imagination, even on 5, but it's pretty well efficient on 5. So I'm definitely feeling blade now, and it's feeling good. I like it. And so I would say settings 3 through 5 on the Muramasa here have been good for me. Setting 1 was not good at all. I did not like that at all. It didn't feel like it was doing anything. And quite frankly, for me, it felt like a waste of time. I'll try it again, maybe tomorrow, but it felt like it wasn't doing anything. Like it's just a wasted setting. And that, for a almost $400 razor, we don't want any of these 5 settings to be good. To be wasted, excuse me. We don't want any of the 5 settings to be wasted, because we only have 5 settings. And at this price, every setting needs to have some virtue, in my opinion. All right. That was a very nice shave, I have to say. I did enjoy the razor and the soap. Let me rinse. We'll come back into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and today we're going to omit a little part of the post, the witch hazel and the alum, although I did use it. I'm going to skip talking about it because we're running short on time. Today we used the Fresco by PAA, goes on sale Saturday. I enjoyed it. Again, it is a fresh twist on Old Spice. It's as if Old Spice went to the spa and freshened up a little bit and became a little bit more modern, but not too modern. I really liked it. Thanks so much to PAA for allowing me to try this. We used the Tatara Muramasa razor, courtesy of Matthew Lawrence, and I did enjoy it on settings 3, 4, and 5. On setting 1, I did not like it, so we'll revisit this and use it more on the lower settings to see how we feel. We're going to close it out today with the Fresco aftershave, and I hope you all are having a great day. And of course, you have to take off the seal here, which I did not plan for. There it is. Anyway, let's get some of this out, and we'll be off to the races and having a great day. And I hope wherever you are, that you folks have an excellent day as well. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.